Hello, hello, hello. Let me see in my chat. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to you all. How is everybody doing today? Hi, Mike. Hi, Dwight. How are you guys? I'm a little excited about this meeting this afternoon. Hi, my assistant. How are you?
I'm good, Cheyenne. How are you?
I'm alright. You look so tired.
I don't even talk about. But Cheyenne, I see you come over here, no puff today. When you come with my puff, you gotta hear
Sure,
puff.
girl, come out to the man.
Cheyenne, come with the long ear.
Oh God, man,
The
which long
peacock.
ear? Regular length ear. Oh my God, I'm waiting for our members to roll in for the fun and
You're waiting
excitement.
on them to come
Today is
on.
our last day. Hi Tanya.
Hey, Tamia, always ready, you know. Tamia, how's your match going, Tamia?
Candies, it is very early. Oh my. Look at what Candice is saying, my assistant. I think it's too early for this. It's too early.
Candice, I want to know too, you know,
Oh
because
my God.
me and her not talk about no date. I must should come with ear well do up. Mm-mm. Shane, you need to pinch her and tell what's going on.
Hi, Shade. No, no, no. No dates. I'm just looking beautiful for my FMA masses who I'm waiting to roll in for this amazing meeting. Hi Tanya,
You see what Shade say, Cheyenne? Guess everybody
how are
tune
you
into the
doing
match and forget
today?
about club.
I know them better tune into FMA now because they can't be able to miss this final meeting to start the year right. Come on.
All people like Tammy and Tammy are flirting now. Tammy
Hmm.
over there flirting
Well, is she?
to
Tell me,
them
are you
ask
worried?
Tammy. Candice ask Tammy, is Brazil losing? I know Tammy can answer. Tammy cannot answer.
Why would you be asking if Brazil is losing though? Why couldn't you ask if Brazil is winning? And Nayoka,
I don't. That's what they ask. I don't. I'm just telling you what our members are saying over here. That's what they're asking.
oh, my
Exactly, Tammy. Everybody gonna
oh,
troll
Tammy, I
you
said them have to
because
win. Wow.
everybody gonna troll Tammy if not because Tammy have been a drag
Tammy
everybody.
has been a Brazil fan.
She has been dragging
Is that so? Tamia, I
every
don't
other
know you to be
match.
that type of person. Hold on, I see a couple of our members coming in. Come on in, guys. Oh, Tamia is admitting that she has been tormenting everybody.
Yeah,
LOL, I
she
have
has.
for real. least you're honest. I like that. Honesty. I
Like I
like
was
that for
watching the
you,
match
Tamia.
just
No
because of
problem. If
Tamia,
it's your side, to pay for advertisement.
So why one of this one drop them and one want stay up? Man, not understand.
That one not so don't understand. Oh, my assistant a fixer today. Look, my assistant is dressed for, a little
No,
brunch,
Cheyenne,
a
do
little
not try to put it
meeting,
on
a
me.
little
Don't
coffee.
try to put it for me, no. Yeah, go on date. Are
What
you
do you
alone and
mean?
me? I go on the date. Not me and you going on the date.
Oh my God. Candice, what did you just started in this fine afternoon? I'm not going on no date. I'm all dressed up for FMA. Yeah. Where are our members? Come on in, guys. Now we're about the football. Brazil shall win. Okay, Tamia, don't worry.
Hey, if we don't hear from
Don't
Tamia
worry.
later, we know what going on, you know.
You know what time? Yeah. And it's not only Tamia, I think it's like half of Jamaica is rooting for Brazil. I think, yeah. I think we have some Brazilian. We don't only like the Brazilian here, but we like the Brazilian footballers and the Brazilian country. Okay, the Brazil.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know how to
Hey,
put
Cheyenne,
it.
come strong
I
with
think
that, you
it's
know.
just a Brazil thing.
And Tamia, I know you don't want Candice to bully you, you know. Because,
Okay,
hey,
Candice.
Candice have the bullying skills locked, you know. Cheyenne only wear the ear.
Candice, do not try and only wear the ear. Dum dum dum. I'm dancing for that one, I'm dancing for that one. No, it's not shiny here, baby. Mm-mm. No. Oh, no, no. We're not doing this on screen either. We're not. Okay? Wow, Tanya is watching the match and also locked in to the FMA meeting. Exactly. Talk also a nice clean words. My God.
I can listen. No.
Listen. Listen to me. Candice, I think it is time for you to behave yourself, okay?
Boy,
But I'm
Tamia,
so
it now look
excited about
pretty for your
today, though,
team, you know, Tamia.
Nayoka.
I am too. You say me come nice, come back with the puff, well ready up, look like me go for interview. You know what? Come out nice if you come over
Oh, so
here in
you
your
came with the
Brazilian
puff because you
ear.
thought that I was coming with the puff?
No, girl, I'm gonna take out the Chinese. I borrowed the Chinese man ear, and I had to take it out. So I took it out last night to kind of give my hair some time to breathe. You know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I came. I have to. My hair is always like this. I always have a puff. If you
Wow.
know me like that, I always have a puff.
How are you guys hoping and preparing for final?
Guys, talk to us in the comments and let us know how are you preparing for the finals. How are classes
Let us
treating
know.
you? I think when is the last day? The 28th is the last day of classes, right? So I know some classes might have already finished.
I think our final class is on the Yes, some class has a wrapped up. It's a wrap for some classes, definitely. And I see Dwight saying that he is having a lot of study groups, and that's amazing when you guys can share the knowledge and study together. All right, Dwight, come true. I'm looking for the A plus and all the bright peoples in the place. But wait, can you believe our VP just said, like these two have a date later? Nayoka, it's you bring up the date problem in here. And so you bring up the dates, it has turned into a chaos in the chat about the date.
Not Cheyenne trying to put this
Well,
on
as for
me. It was
me,
not
I'm
me.
having a date with FMA.
Hi guys, so I think we have a good amount of members today. I know we might not have a full house today because of the match. So we're just
Blame
going to
it.
get right into it with our call to order with Candice. Is Candice there? Our troublemaker.
Why out here telling lies?
Candice, we say this every week, so it cannot be a lie.
Of course, it is a lie. All right. So it is now officially 3:12, and I called the meeting to a start. Yay.
There you go, and we have our call to order. So, guys, we're now going to go into the fun. But before we do that, Cheyenne is going to give us a word of prayer. Sister Cheyenne, you ready? It seems Cheyenne is having some connectivity issues.
I am saying, I was wondering if you guys were hearing me.
All right. So we're going to get into the prayer, Cheyenne, and then we'll move on into the excitement. We just need to bless our session for today before we continue.
Are you guys hearing me? Nayoka, you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Is everyone
I'm
hearing
hearing,
me?
yes, I'm hearing and seeing you.
I think I'm talking to myself.
No, we're hearing you.
Okay, great. Hi guys. Let us just awesome. Let's just close our eyes and bow our heads for a word of prayer. Mighty God, as we come before you this pleasant afternoon, we want to thank you for all our members who are here and all our members who are on their way. I ask that you cover the executive body as we make this meeting another memorable one. We ask that you keep, guide, and protect us with our going out and our coming in. We ask that you take control of this meeting and make it an informative and fun one as it always is. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen and amen. That was such a smooth and wonderful prayer, Cheyenne. I think it's your first time praying over here at FMA, right? And you did so great. It seems you're having some terrible internet issues, Cheyenne. But without further ado,
Amen.
without further ado, I want us to get into the fun aspect of our meeting. So we're going to start off. We always have to come with the vibes. We always have to have a moment of fun. And because with all that considered, we're going to get into our icebreaker. And I'm inviting Cheyenne and
Yes.
Miss Brazil, inviting Candice, I should say, or Troublemaker, and Miss Brazil on screen. Hope you guys are
Tamia.
ready, Hi, Miss Brazil. Where's your shirt? Where's your
Look how the
business
lady I look.
Yeah.
What-
Hey, she ready,
Yes, I'm
So,
ready. I'm ready.
guys,
I'm ready.
for today, your VP has a wonderful game that she put together for you guys. So, for today, we'll be playing Guess the Lyrics. So, Tamia, I have some lyrics for you, and Candice, I have some lyrics for you, and you have to tell me who the artist is, and you have to tell me what's the name of the song.
I'll try. I can't make any promise
Candice?
because you know what? I'll try. I'll try.
Okay, all right.
Back to the
I
class.
don't think I listen to music very often, so I don't know.
Listen to me. The lyrics, I mean write the lyrics. I don't care what the artist say, I mean write it.
Are you
That
right,
is
the
it,
lyrics?
Candice. That is
Me
it.
write
That's
it.
what me know.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you that what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a lyric from the song, and you're going to tell me what's the name of that song. And Tamia, I hope so when I ask you the lyrics, you hide them over here. So, hey, Tamia, they
All
watch
right,
the match,
I'm focused. I'm focused. I'm focused. Ready?
All right, let me start with Tamia. So for you, Tamia, I have. Hold on, let me get into it. If you don't know this, you know in the street. So the first lyric is, "I'm a work in progress, still have to come out to something." Who is the artist? What is the name of the song?
That's all I am Jamaica. It's a local artist or international.
Can I give you a hint? I can give you a hint. It's a Jamaican artist.
I'm a work in progress.
I'm a work in progress, still have to come out to something. And you love to the saying in the group,
Exactly. She love to say it.
So I'm gonna give you a next hint. It's a male. That's it. A Jamaican artist. It's a male, and we always say the saying in the group.
Is it Valiant or something like that?
What you
I
say,
don't want to
Valiant?
half answer. I don't want no half answer. I want full answer. I want the name of the song and the artist. So I'm gonna tell it for the person there. You just have to trust yourself.
I don't know
I don't know song either, but the one here, it just in the media because of something that was. If me give a word there, you go.
I hope it's
Can't
give
give a
me
word there.
hint. Kind of. I hope
Me
I
go
say
give
it.
you no hint, man. No worry. Ma give you 5 for 1.
Valiant.
3. Me have to know the name of the song. Mama, I'll tell you no up. Me I tell you no,
Back at the class for another subject. That's the only thing I know. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
But it reach a 3. Alright, Tamia. So you get a half point. You get a half a point. So the song is called Scholar, and it's by the same artist that you mentioned.
You see, the thing
But
is,
this one,
Valiant.
okay, all right. Whatever answer, man.
listen, I don't know how to pronounce his name, I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Valiant.
Can you say Valiant? Must have
A
the two of them.
Isn't it Valiant? A Valiant?
Must have Valiant and Valiant. I don't even know.
All right, next one.
So let me get Candice one now.
Okay.
I'm not give you all of yours them. Pressure Candice. So Candy, I can't get one this so far. All right. So Man born for win. Champion never look. It's rain. Umbrellas up. And make sure you not search for nothing you can this. Come see I look down, you know. No man on the head. No head boss.
I don't know them song here.
You know, VP set up phone, you know.
Repeat Nayoka, because maybe she didn't hear you.
You heard me, Candice? No, she reconnecting. I don't like how technology looks like, you know.
Candice?
Yes,
You're
I'm
here now?
back. I'm back, yeah.
All right. So your first lyric is "Man born to win, champion. Never look, it's raining, umbrellas up."
Okay.
Guys, I cannot.
Okay, I know. I think I know.
All right, that's true.
Massacre and Umbrella.
Yes.
I mean, no, like that's not really fair because you put like the title of the song in the lyric, like that's not really fair.
No,
As
I say
a
umbrellas up.
winner.
I say umbrellas up.
As a winner.
There.
As a winner.
That's not really fair. Like,
I know that's not Tamia.
As a winner.
Candice just know song. Candice just know
song.
the song.
Right.
That's
Let me know if that's fair because that's
no, you're not gonna make the people that mark me as no thief this week, you know.
no, but that's not fair.
Fair as square.
Nayoka, please give me something that I know, please. For the love of God, something I know, please.
You don't get set up, you know, so I can't even change anything. You don't get set up. The one here now. And if you don't know this, Tamia, if you don't know this, but you'll now get the one the way I wait for you know.
True.
So this lyric says, so as a matter of fact, I was the one who said I love you first.
We're still at local artists or we're gonna international now?
No, international.
Then Nayoka, if me don't know local artists, international, me don't know.
That mean no, Tamia don't listen to songs, you know.
So Tamia, what you listen to?
I don't listen to songs. I really don't. Like the only songs I know is because of TikTok. Like literally.
She's a TikTok person. She knows pieces of songs.
You know. I don't do that song thing. But let me try. Wait, come again. What's the lyrics?
As a matter of fact, I was the one who said I love you first.
It is a love song or just like a regular song?
It's a love song.
I'm not even know how to sing a love song. Maybe like a Beyonce or somebody like that.
And what's the name of that song?
Title is First to Say I Love You.
So yeah, if you ever tell me why am I the people of you, my love?
No, but I don't know. There's something to do.
You believe Beyonce and tell her to listen. You need to write the song with I first said I love you. So
This
the name of the song
is. This is not me. This is not my thing. It's not my thing.
So you know the name of the song, Candice? Or should I just tell you guys? School challenge would you like to try Candice Henry?
Come again?
I was asking Candice if she wanted to try.
Yeah, make sure try. Try Candice.
Candice, would you want to try?
All right.
Quiz.
Try. No, go on. What's the song?
As a matter of fact, the same lyrics. As a matter of fact.
But I know
it.
I want to be fair. I'm going to be fair. I know the song because I gave another song.
Oh, okay. All right then. So Tamia, let me tell you the name of the song.
You go like this?
Tamia, One Wish, Ray J. You don't know that song?
Nope.
I bet you say Tamia wants a One Wish now.
Probably should know the chorus, you know.
Let me hear the chorus.
I wonder if we need to make Candice sing the chorus for her. The well-known part.
Wait, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna Google the rest. You know.
No, just sing the chorus part.
No, remember.
Include one Not a poster if I had one wish.
Oh, we could be best friends to the very end.
Hey,
I think I've heard it before on TikTok.
So, Tamia, what were you doing when TikTok wasn't about?
Exactly.
I know this song is so old.
I don't remember life before TikTok, to be honest. Like, I don't remember that.
Spoken like a true millennial. Because what?
I can't even. So, Candice, you know Candice. And something that make it easy for you, you know. All right. So, this one says, you the cool my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver.
Is it a local artist?
No.
This like give me a little Burna Boy type of vibes, like Nigeria.
I only know Shayo, and last
last,
I just saw it go. Oh, God.
You the cool my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver. I think that's how it is. You know.
If I cool. Give me one next hint.
It's an international artist. I can't say nothing much about the artist, because if I do, based on what I know, you're going to know who the person is right off the bat. So that's the only thing I'm giving you.
I don't know that one here.
Mood.
So the artist dated a Jamaican, but the artist is an international artist.
Repeat the lyrics.
You they cool my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver.
I think I have two artists in mind. When I say Jamaican, I think I have two artists in mind. I don't know if I'm right though, but I think I have two artists in mind.
I don't know.
You want to start counting down?
I give up.
Give up. One more in. I'm give you in. General seat 7,500.
What?
I mean, come on. Why do I give me this?
Candice still don't get it?
Are you even in this world?
You stop in there, you know, because you never know Valiant song, you know. You stop
no, man. I feel like, I don't know. In the comments, I can't help me.
The song is... I'm saying nobody in the comments, nah, help you. Kashina said, y'all
don't love me.
Can't believe you guys don't know these. So the song is On the Low by Burna Boy. Girl, I said 7,500 general fee. You could pick up
Listen to me. I was not going to pay that anyways. I already telling the woman know already about Burna Boy.
He once dated. Is it Dovey Magnum? That's the artist?
No. It was Steph London. You guys don't know this the song about last. Like it come from that.
Last.
Anyway,
I told Anna I only know last. I'm like Tamia here. I only know what I see on TikTok.
If anybody came with last, any line from last, I don't know it, especially Shayo. I the love of my life. I'm not gonna know that. Hey, Kashina, the drug on the pill.
I don't listen to music, Kashina. I literally don't. Like any songs are from TikTok. I kid you not.
Stop listening to Tamia now. They're TikTok self, you know. I'm not listening to you.
Is it when they bring
I agree with Tamia. I only know what I hear on TikTok.
Or some Ambala. Then could I understand, but
what's I gonna say? So Tamia, no to you. Your final lyrics is it's undeniable that we should be together. It's unbelievable how I used to say I'd fall never.
Is this a male artist or a female artist?
Male.
International or local?
You know, I'm not sure what the person did, but I just know the song.
Alright, local artists don't sing love song. That sound love song ish. So just take out local artists out tight. So I don't know, I'm gonna go with Jivian, if it's the same name.
Hey,
Listen,
oh, you said I listen love song. I know
Jivian
it's a
sing a love
Julian
song
sing
that I
love
like.
song.
Huh?
Which love song did he sing?
Come again?
Which love song did Julian sing that you like?
Hold on, we go again. We go again. I don't remember it enough. Let me find it. Hold on, 1 second.
No, you
Okay,
don't have to wait.
1 second, no, guys. Sure.
You don't
49.
have to play.
For tonight I'm yours. That's my favorite song by him.
Alright, sis. Alright. But this song, I think we should all know this song. Like, even if you don't know it word for word,
Mm-hmm.
like, I like to think and probably can just, probably come in there
Sam,
and
you're
not too
not
much
going
big
to
people
know
and
it.
got 9 nights
Exactly.
and
I
too
don't
much
know.
couple
Sam,
years.
Maybe because
Sam
I'm
is
a
not
local
in love.
artist.
Sam, you're not going to know it.
So it's
Maybe because I'm a local
undeniable
artist.
that we should be together. It's unbelievable how I used to say I'd fall never. And the name of the song is Back at One by Brian McKnight. You don't know that song there? We start again at one. Like all my own or something.
My
Beautiful.
Nayaka, can you believe Sam, you don't know good
I don't
song?
know. I want you guys to understand that I don't listen to songs because I just don't.
But
That's
then
just not
even
me.
if like my goal, like big people party, you sit down, reminisce on the song them and take them in.
You know, so
Some of them long
Yeah,
time song they nice,
back in the day.
that's not me.
Exactly.
That's not me.
So
Come give me my next one, yeah.
So Tamia has not gotten any of the songs.
I got off.
She only got that
from
one
song.
artist. You got what?
I got off from the first question.
Yes, you got yes.
Yes,
That's half.
And Candice got one. So one and you got one, Tammy got half. So Candice no is either you go win. You kind of already in the lead, but
exactly.
let's see. So your final song is or lyric is I don't wanna have to go where you don't follow. But you should get kicked off, Tamia, if you don't know this, Tamia,
I don't.
eat that, Tamia. But Candice, it says, I don't want to have to go where you don't follow.
I don't want to go where you don't have to follow.
I don't want to have to go where you don't follow. I'm not embarrassed myself. I'm going to try to sing it for you,
Come, sing it. Sing it. But it's in one song. Can I have it in a song, please?
Find somebody else to do it.
The next time, never send them a song them, and then just ask me the song them me sent or no.
Come, give me a hint.
Yeah, stretch it for yourself.
I love it.
It's a female artist.
Hey, Tamia, why you look like a bad man, mister?
No, because I love it.
Female artist.
The comments say,
my God. Say, Jamaicans don't sing love song. Well, these type of love song, them type of love song here. So it is the next international female artist. There's a lot of female artists, that sing love songs.
Repeat it. Come sing it, man. But a little one.
This person has been singing before you're even born.
I expect me to know it.
Yes, everybody.
No, I know Shensi and I know it's not Jada Kingdom. What is your problem? So you're fighting me out,
Do I tell you other suggestions?
Asili Indian, I don't know. Is it?
So I don't want to have to go where you don't follow.
Wait. It kind of sound like me know it, but
You do. I know you do. Like I was trying you know the song.
why me back?
Start your countdown now,
Wait.
please.
Wait.
I don't want to have to go where you don't follow.
That sound very familiar. You say female international.
Yeah.
Is it Whitney?
What's the name of the song? But not tell it for Whitney. More know more hear name of the song and name of artist.
So like a very popular Whitney song though. Is it? Let me think about the popular Whitney songs. I have I don't want to go. Oh, is it I Have Nothing?
You're right on time, darling.
By Whitney
It is
Houston.
Whitney Houston. I have nothing.
Look
That took
at
you
that.
long enough. That
No,
took you long enough.
I had to sing it in my head. See,
So when Miss
Alison,
Alice is
I know
her
more
name
than to
starts
make
with.
trouble. See, Alison, bad
But
mind.
do I give you the answer?
Bad.
No, do I say nothing? Do I give you a big hint?
Listen to me. I still got
So
it. I
no,
win. I got
you got
2
two.
out of
You got 2.
3.
Tanya got half.
I'm not at the back of the class. I'm at the front of the class. The middle of the class.
You saw the video he did with that? Instead of like doing it in part of like back of the class, I have no subjects. So Tamia, you are a loser. Not a loser, but today was just not
A
in your
loser.
favor.
A
She's not a
loser.
loser.
A
Today was
loser.
just not in your favor.
A
And
loser.
Tamia, and you Candice came out victorious for today.
Because Candice no song. Candice is in the middle of the class and she have our subjects.
So why you don't get a front of the class, Candice?
Shh. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.
But thank you for coming on and breaking the ice with us today, as always.
Thanks for having me. And to all my
Absolutely.
haters, mwah, mwah.
Not haters.
Yes,
Are
Alison.
you sure talking to Alison?
Alison Campbell. Mm-hmm.
So guys, we have come to an end of our icebreaker. I hope you guys enjoyed that little session and you were able to at least, think about the artist. If you didn't know the artist name, you knew the song somehow or the lyrics, but you just couldn't tell Candice or Tamia. Especially Tamia. Tamia only know TikTok.
So she come back.
Me, I'm gonna create a playlist for you, Tamia. Even though I'm probably saying something. I'm gonna send you a playlist. Okay, go on and listen.
Use the Christmas holiday and catch up on some songs. Sounds like a plan.
Makes sense. So just waiting on my director of PR to come back on screen. To run the way left winner. I wonder if I'm actually gonna watch too. Because I don't want to beat her,
I should go take off the Brazilian here.
Watch you come back. So we have 2 Miss Brazil. We have the Brazilian ear and the Brazilian fan. Wonderful.
Why I feel that Tamia went off screen to go and watch match?
No, I didn't. I only
because why I hear that they score is that you come off screen for?
No, they scored before. They scored like long time ago.
No, it wasn't no long time ago.
It was like a couple minutes ago.
Exactly.
I swear I didn't come off to go watch any
How
match.
much are they at now, Tamia? Because I know say
I'm not sure. I am honestly like the TV's there, and my mirror is right there. I'm looking in my mirror.
I'm gonna do like
So thank you again, guys, for participating in our icebreaker.
Thank you for having
Hi
me
guys.
for the
I do
Of
final
course,
edition
Tanya.
of the
Now you
semester.
got the leading. That's why
I
Tamia
know,
came
girl.
off.
I know. That's why she's happy.
That's why she's
Happy.
happy.
Yes,
Yes,
again.
happy. So we're now going to go into our welcome and other expression for today. I have something big, something festive, something we have vibes. I like a ting want to release some stress and create beer excitement for at the end of this semester. I don't know if Dwight has why my lyrics are gone with me. Okay, hold on a second, love. So for our welcome and other expressions, I just want to thank you all for coming on today. You know, we come over here every day to collect our gems, and as well as we come to, just partake, release our stress. You know, school has been so hard for all of us, and we come on to just take a breath of fresh air, and we come over here to collect the vibes, have fun, play games, break the ice like we just did. And I also have something I want to put on screen for you guys. I'm not sure if or Duet has it there. So guys, it's on screen that the register was sent. So you're able to sign the register. Give me one moment. So I don't know if you all know, Shane, I don't know if you know either, but we have something coming up. Um, Today we have the college road block. So it's a fun event that you're able to go on. It's a road edition, and it's happening on school campus. You can go over there, release stress because as at FMA, that's all you do. Release the stress. We come over to give you fun information, of course, and you're able to go. You can just go and go have fun. But no school of pressure way. The assignment there. The assignments are kick way over. When I just came on, Shine, so I look tired. I know you guys are tired, but this is your time to go out. Go and go have fun, have a drink or two.
Oh my
If you
god.
can't dance like
We
me,
all are
stand up and
tired.
shake your foot. I know, right? You just stand up and shake your foot. So it's happening today actually on school campus. So it's a Thursday, November 24th over Utech. Over Utech upon the school campus. So just find yourself there. Don't miss it. If you never plan out no clothes, run go in your closet, but don't let the FMA meeting. But after that, run go in your closet, take out your best suit,
Mm-hmm.
and go and go
And
have
put on
fun.
something nice.
Put on something nice.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly down to the ladies, them. And the boy, them clean like Jesus police record. Mm-hmm. Right there. And so that's why Cheyenne pretty up. So Cheyenne have a Brazilian ear. Cheyenne she pretty up.
No.
Cheyenne, me I watch you. Me I watch you, Cheyenne. A
Oh
party I go.
my.
So
Oh
the
my
date is
god.
November 24th,
I am not.
and that is today, darling.
It's today.
You see, if you got a party, Candice, then we can go Starbucks. Yeah, after dress up nice, go to the party, go carry on, and just have fun. Then you can get Starbucks. So guys, don't make it missing road block. road block it is for tonight. We go block up the road and have fun. Not try and go right through it. That's what
Exams,
girl, I'm gonna
guys.
support for you, you know. Not Candice over there getting in her feelings coming and give her the Starbucks. Girl, I forgot party first. Go and go block up the road, and then you can, you know.
Whoa, where's my assistant? Candice is all right. We're going to have a Starbucks day for the exec body, okay? I don't know who's going to sponsor it just yet. But we're trying to have a Starbucks day. Is that okay, Candice? All right, guys, so I'm not sure what happened with Nayoka, but I just want to take the opportunity to welcome you all to our final meeting for the semester. So yes, today is the last day seeing the dolls on screen. We are. I'm not saying Kashima is sponsoring it, you know. Don't do that, guys. I did not say that, Prezi. I did not say that. I don't know who is going to sponsor it just yet, but we would love to have a Starbucks day. All right. So
Sharon,
you're
what did I
welcome.
miss? I heard something about Starbucks.
Yeah, we're having a Starbucks day, but then I'm seeing that Allison wants the president to sponsor the day. So I'm just letting them president know that declared myself from early that I did not insinuate anything of that sort, and that is totally Allison's opinion. Right, Allison?
I'm not gonna make Kashina attack on you, you know.
You know, she's not attacking me, and then Candice is saying to second the opinion of having her you know, you understand? She first order into, you know, me first order. That's just say me first order. We know Candice and we love you so much, and we know you want to order first, and we'll give you the privilege to do so, okay? And we just want to welcome you all for making it to our final meeting of the semester, as I mentioned before. And you know, it's week after week, fun, excitement, and knowledge. You know, we don't leave here without being fed with informative information that we can
That
apply
is it.
to our daily lives, right? And we're so excited about that. All right. So about speaking of Starbucks, Nayoka, didn't you tell me the other day that you were going to buy me and Candy Starbucks?
Please do not put
And I
anything in
told
my
you I
in.
wanted to go
Please,
with
please do not do that. Say a same say. They go tell the people them say my grandfather owned big wholesale and make everybody feel I have money in the Cheyenne. Don't do it. Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
Ah,
Candice, do you remember she making that promise? I know Candice, I must remember to back me and say, yes, you
I
said
did not
so.
say that. I don't have Starbucks money. You know,
Oh
three
my
Starbucks at $3,000.
God. Wow. Really? Oh my God, I definitely love the twist. So I am for the Starbucks.
Look who is here. Look who is here. Watch Dimples.
Wow.
I'm gonna say Dimples over there at the
What are you
candy.
saying?
What's here? What's here? So
No.
guys, we have a new
You know that
host.
Alison is going to get turned later, Nayoka, with
She's going
the
to get what?
roadblock, because I know it now, Miss Alison.
I'm gonna love how
She's
you
going
watch
to
out for
later.
life in Cheyenne.
You need to remove her. She'll watch it too hard.
Exactly. I don't understand. But how are you guys doing though? How has the week been for you guys?
You're good.
Very, very
I'm
hectic.
excited. I don't
Why are
know.
you so
I'm so
excited?
excited.
I should do
I
ear.
don't know. I heard about a party. I know, so the girl can dance.
Hey, you go see Shelly?
Right?
I love that for you.
Just say we have to
Oh
go
my
see the
God.
client and we
But
cannot
I'm
So
start.
excited
yeah, I'm
because
listening, Shayan.
it's FMA meeting and the vibes.
How are you feeling about this being our last meeting, though?
Because I'm looking at the semester coming on and what engagement I want to come up with and schedule some events and all of that because the vibes going. So I'm in a reflective mood.
Yeah.
Look forward to the next semester. How about you guys? What are you guys' thoughts on all of this? Our final meeting today.
I mean, it's a bittersweet moment because, we leave meetings and then we have exams, but then the meetings would have been to de-stress us. So, you get what
Exactly.
I'm saying? And it's finally coming to an end. So, what's going to de-stress us on a Thursday at 3?
Yeah,
That's
that
exactly what I
too.
was going to express. Like I will
Mhm.
miss having these sessions. You come and you talk, you laugh, you play games, just having fun and coming to learn. Not in a way that, oh, you definitely have to get this in. Not saying you're not supposed to grasp the information, but it's not pressuring you to say, oh, you
Right.
have to definitely do this. You're able to collect the information that you believe is more or most beneficial to you in continuing or going on your path. So like I'm definitely going to miss it and collecting everything that our guest speakers normally have to come and, serve us as Cheyenne said, the information they feed us with. I'm definitely going to miss that.
Definitely.
But we're gonna have a
Definitely,
contract
definitely.
soon.
But what has been your favorite
Yeah.
or your highlight of the semester?
But with the club or with school?
With the club, of course.
Um, just being a part of the lead team and being able to interact with everybody, the members as well as the executive team. And also when we had our little, bonding session, like I really had fun there. It felt like I knew you guys from like, all the way back in basic school, primary school. And it was
Yeah.
actually my first time meeting everyone. So that was really my highlight.
How about you, Cheyenne?
Well, my highlight overall is having the challenge of getting a new speaker each week, and not to mention the fact that we had a little team building activity, and I met all the troublemakers. But either way, yes,
You met,
I was excited
not
about
her
that.
saying she met troublemakers.
You met
Yeah,
the troublemaker.
no, allow no trouble. We're not excluded out you, Miss Allison, with the nice dimples, stepping like a
Listen, I said
superstar.
when I saw Alison come
Understand?
with the back. If I could role play it right now, I role play it. Alison have the bag
Hey, the
on one
lady, come
shoulder.
on,
When you're younger and you watch them High School Musical show there and the popular girl come through, that was Alison coming through, and the
coming
hair up
through,
below, and the
and
bag
the
and the
eyelashes
dimple
goes
and
a
the
bop, bop,
sun
bop.
kiss.
Yeah, our eyelashes goes a bop, bop. Hello.
Oh
Bop,
my
bop,
god.
bop.
Why not tell me also?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it
guys,
was
Nothing
great
bad,
though.
nothing bad.
It was great
guys,
meeting
don't
you
feel left
all.
out. We have a video of all the highlights of team building, so don't bother feel left out, Mike. So we're not
Aw,
inviting you.
Exactly.
We
I just
have
saw
a
it.
video highlighting everything, so you guys will see the video soon. So don't worry, because of
Hopefully,
course we're
fingers
gonna bond with
crossed.
you guys.
Exactly. Fingers crossed we get to bond with everybody.
And
exactly.
I think that my highlight for this semester is going to be when
Definitely.
Cheyenne takes us on that Starbucks date. Yeah.
Ooh,
Did I say something
that
about
right
Starbucks?
there. But so
I
she
can't
love talk and take
remember.
back, you see? You're going to a big bump in
Candice,
your forehead, you know.
Candice, I don't
For your
understand
forehead of
you.
your
I don't know
nose.
what you're talking about.
Anyways, I'm going to see if I can get Starbucks
Candice,
to
man, let that
sponsor
go.
us for
Starbucks. See, I
team,
deal with Starbucks
another
surrounding
team
you, you know.
building activity. I don't know. Let me
You
see if I
can't
can.
trick me, Cheyenne. Cheyenne, you can't trick me.
Hmm?
When that Cheyenne? When is that date going to be?
Don't worry, I have the holiday to sort that out, and you don't know what my links them is. You don't know I wear many hats.
My
I
apologies. My
listen.
apologies.
I
Put
listen.
some
Lock
respect on
chat.
the lady name,
Lock
man.
chat. I listen.
My apologies.
Uh-uh. Then Cheyenne, if you have Starbucks link, you never met with you
But
from the
I'll
first
I'll
time
try and
around.
see that done. Good. You don't know. I don't know. I'm going to try something, and if it works, I'll let you guys know. We pull up. But Alison, I know that the team building was great for all of us, and we get to meet the different personalities, and I honestly think that made us better able to understand each other personality and how we all operate and our communicative styles. But what else stood
Right.
out for you for this semester though?
For this semester, I would say the guest speakers, because every time we have a guest speaker, they leave with us some gems that we can not only apply when they're in the meeting, but even after we leave the meeting or outside of school, we can apply what they say to us. So that would be my highlight. Are you
It
guys
has been
hearing?
a fun.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we're hearing you. That's really been a fun
That's
semester with FMA.
yes.
So Cheyenne, since we're on Cheyenne and Nayoka, since we're on the theme of football, so would say the Karine.
I'm not that big of a football fan. I'm just here watching and listening. I'm just here for the memes.
Exactly. I am not that big of a
I'm just here
football
for
fan.
Tamia's status.
True.
Just
I
there for
see.
Tamia's status.
Exactly. I'm just here for the excitement. What side you bringing, Alison? Because I know that you are on the green side, but
Anyways, let us
think you're
not
on the
go
green
let
side
us
of
What is
stuff.
let
what
us
is
not
Cheyenne
go
talking
into
about?
that, but we have our guest speaker here. So let us just not go into that. We will go
So
straight ahead.
Alison, why
Yes.
Cheyenne know someone something?
I don't even know what Shane is talking about. I don't even post
Oh
about
my God.
football. I don't know what Shane is talking about.
I'm just making an assumption, just an assumption. All right, so let me not assume though, but I am so happy that our guest speaker is here with us. It let me take this opportunity to welcome our guest speaker who will be coming to the fire information and the tips. Right. So Miss Woodward is a devoted follower of Christ, a wife, a mom, a writer, a coach, professor, and a military. She has been blogging for 10 years and has written 2 ebooks, both focusing on living free in Christ. A scripture that captures her progress in God. I am what I am, and His grace which has bestowed upon me was not in vain. He gave more abundantly than they all. Yet not I, but the grace of God which was with me. 1 Corinthians 15 verses 10. Through her journey has been easy. She obtained her associate degree in journalism and she has a degree in communication and a master's degree in strategic communication. Miss Woodward understands very well how it feels purpose, motivation, clarity, and sense of belonging. This is why she aims to give that to everyone she encounters. During these times, her work tends on focus on prioritizing, balancing, and saving. Miss Woodward's life mission inspires and be all that he created them to be. Please help me welcome this evening our guest speaker, Miss Margot Woodward.
We're not hearing you, Miss Woodward. No, we're not hearing you.
To hear
Go again, please.
Okay.
You're currently muted, Miss Woodward.
Are you guys being able to hear me? Miss Woodward is muted.
Okay, let's try now. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we're hearing
Yes,
you.
we're hearing you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, I think I was without the AirPods. Okay, Cheyenne.
Yes, we're hearing you. Happy Thanksgiving and the family.
You're muted again.
Okay, let's try now. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you clearly.
You're good.
Perfect.
You're good.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, we're hearing you
thank
clearly.
you so much. Wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Cheyenne, for inviting me. Thank you so much for the introduction. And I'm just looking forward to connecting with you all and sharing some inspiration, as Allison mentioned earlier, just sharing some gems that I've picked up from my journey. What I do know is that we all have unique journeys, but we're all going to face some obstacles. And a lot of times we're going to face similar obstacles. And so my aim is to share what I've learned and what I'm learning, because no matter where we're at or what we've achieved, we're still in a space of learning. And so I'm continuing to learn and grow and develop and evolve, right? We never want to reach a stagnant space. And so I'm just looking forward to sharing with you all. I'm going to just chat and share a few tips. Really, I have 3 tips that I will share. So I'm going to take about 15, 20 minutes or so. And then I want to open the floor up to you guys to answer any questions and answer, just to have a Q&A session, because I really want it to be as impactful as possible. And so I'm definitely going to share some things that I believe will be beneficial to you, but I also want to hear from you. So if there's some specific things that I can talk more on, elaborate on, clarify, I am eager to do that. And so thank you again. Thank you all so much for having me. The theme, I absolutely love. I love it. And really, it really just captures my life. It really does. Rethink, rearrange, and rebirth, creating a new you. That is phenomenal. And honestly, that really should be the state that we remain in continuously. It's not just a season. It shouldn't be an end of the year or a start of the year. That really should just be a way of life for us. Because again, no matter where we are, we've come a long way. And Cheyenne shared the scripture that really captures my life journey. It's really by the grace of God that I am what I am. So no matter where we are or how far we have yet to go, it's continual. As long as we're here, we're living, we're learning, and we should be evolving. And so I absolutely love the theme. And so thank you so much for having me. I'm thankful just for the timing. The theme is just spot on. So before I jump into the points that I want to share that relate to that theme, I just want to take a few minutes just to share a little bit about my journey, just to provide context so you guys can know a little bit more about me. And as Cheyenne mentioned, I am a professor of teach public speaking here at our community college, which is the same community college that I graduated from. Okay. And so even still, when I walk through those hallways, it is very humbling. And it's such a reminder to me on just my journey. And I remember walking through the halls as a student, a single mother at the time, working full time, trying to make it happen, and walking through those hallways. And I had these aspirations of just doing more, you know, and even having a slight vision of teaching, right? And so to be teaching back at the same college where I was a student, it's a continual reminder of just rearranging and rebirthing, right? And so it's very easy for us to get stuck in the seasons that we're in. But by the grace of God, He has not allowed that to be my story. He has kept me rearranging, rethinking, and rebirthing to the point to where it doesn't matter how long it's been since you've seen me. If you go 6 months without seeing me and you see me, you're going to take in what God is doing. You're going to take in that growth because I'm not the same. And again, when this becomes a way of life for us, that continual rebirthing, that continual growth, we will be amazed at God's power of changing us in our own lives because we are not in control. We're not in control. We can't change ourselves. And that's something that I also want to share. And I know I said I was going to share a little bit of introduction before I jumped into the points, but I'm just giving you guys what's on me. But one thing I want to make sure that I share, because this is something that God is really providing me deeper insight on currently, is that we're not in control. Okay. I do a lot of reading. So even outside of my own devotion time with the Lord and that quiet prayer time, I do a lot of reading a lot of different books. I love biographies and just different things, right? Insight, ways to grow, things that I can just learn from others. And one thing that we have to watch out for is thinking that we're in control. And we don't always have that as a conscious initial forefront on the forefront of our minds. But what control looks like is, okay, if I do these 3 things and I do it for 3 weeks straight, I'm going to get to that level that I want to get to. I'm going to acquire that client. I'm going to do this. And if I start this business, I know that I'm going to be bringing in, I'm going to set myself 3 months, and then I'm going to be bringing in 6 figures. And there's so many different ways for us to achieve success. There's so many different ways for us to define success. And I'll be honest with you, some people go that route and they get results. It's possible to do, but there's also a way of getting it to where it's less stress, strife, burnout, hustle. That's something that I'm continuing to adjust. God is changing my mindset on. Guys, Ephesians 2:10 tells us that we are God's workmanship. We're created in Christ unto good works, the works that He prepared for us way before we got here. Okay, so when we understand that we understand, you know what? I'm literally walking in what God has prepared for me. Me being here with you guys, I couldn't have set a plan or a goal to do this, and then I'm going to be talking to these students at this university in Jamaica, this Future Marketers Association. Couldn't have planned it. I'm not in control. I've been showing up online, which is a newer thing for me. Cheyenne, we got connected. She reached out with the invitation. It happened to be a holiday, which was also like, okay, I'm not sure if I can do that. Checked with my family. They gave the okay, and I'm here. See there, we're not in control. We have to do what our part is. We trust God to do His part, and we just remain obedient, faithful, and diligent until everything connects and we start receiving those results that we're praying for and that we're working for. But when we realize that we're not in control, guys, we can show up with ease, with rest, with grace. I'm not here to impress. I'm just here to do what I do, inspire, share my story. I'm going to inspire. I'm going to share what I've learned. I'm going to share what I'm learning. And I know that it's going to reach the right hearts. I know that the right result will come of our time here together, and I'm going to continue on. Right. And so when you're functioning from a place of control, there's tension there, there's uneasiness, there's anxiety there. You can't rest. There's frustration because control is making you think, if I do this, I'm going to get this result. And that's just not realistic. It's not true. Even, I'm a coach, but you can't hire a coach, and don't let a coach tell you, I'm going to guarantee that you're going to do this in this amount of time, and we're going to have, I can't guarantee that. I can do my part, pour into, coach, be available, inspire, provide that insight, help uncover roadblocks. I can do all of that, but I can't guarantee this is going to happen because there's so many variables at work. And so we all just have to understand that we're not in control. We do our part, and we know that the good results are going to come at the right time in the right space. And a big part of that is us being prepared, right? Sometimes what we really want, whether it's money or this or a relationship or this degree or this position, this whatever it is that we want, we oftentimes have to go through a process of being prepared for that. We don't always realize what's going to come along with these blessings, these desires that we have. And that's something that I've continued to become aware of. To whom much is given, much is required. So if you're working hard now and you say, you know what, I really want this, I want a little bit more, then guess what? It's going to require more of you. You're going to have to give more. Now, understand, we don't always know what that more is going to look like. So it's not to say that you're going to be just slaving and, can no rest, because that's not God. His way is he provides sleep to those he loves. He gives us success with no sorrow. Right. So there is a different way that God has to bless us and as he gives to us. But we also have to understand there's going to be more required of us. Sometimes it can just be more patient. Sometimes it just can be more merciful. You have to be more merciful toward others. You can't be so critical and jumping the gun and judging and private, being prideful. To whom much is given. You want a little bit more? Practice being more patient and merciful with others. Right. And so we just have to understand what the process is, what it's going to look like. And that's something that I did not have a really clear insight on the front end, but I've grown as I've continued going through my journey. Okay. So just a little bit about myself. I was raised without father and mother. My grandmother raised my brother and I. My mother got into drugs and different things. I don't know my dad. He saw me, I think, when I was a baby. I was conceived in California. We were out there during the 90s when it was really bad. And so we moved back to my mother's hometown, which was in Kansas. So Coffeyville, Kansas, small town. That's where I was born and raised. And so definitely had my journey, definitely had struggles, definitely had so many things that I went through, and really so many mistakes that I made just as a result of my start. It wasn't the best start. There wasn't a solid foundation as far as principles, faith, none of that. The one thing that my grandmother did instill in me was to go get an education. And so I can remember, that's the one thing that I can remember, even when I was young, teenage, doing stupid teenage girl stuff, right? But one thing I did, I'm going to school. I ain't skipping. I'm going to be at school, and so that was the one thing that I did, and then I really focused on. And so I got through my early years. As Cheyenne mentioned, I went and got an associate's degree from the college that I'm now teaching at. Journalism was my focus. I then transferred to another regional university. I received a bachelor's degree in communication there. Up until that point, what I knew I wanted to do was go into broadcast news. I wanted to do news, anchoring, reporting. I just knew that's what I wanted to do. Got my associate's degree in journalism, working on my bachelor's. And you know what I did when I was at the university working on my bachelor's? I started working on internships. So I'm gonna throw that out there. I don't know what year you guys are in college, but internships, I encourage to start getting those under your belt. It was around my junior year that I did. And so that really, your junior year is a really good time to start building professional relationships in your network, in the industries that you're interested in. You set up some shadowing. You say you want to do this particular role, but do you really know the ins and outs throughout the course of the day, what that role is going to require? Or do you just have this picture in your mind of what you think that position requires, what you think it's going to look like, what you think you're going to earn? And so my junior year is when I started getting some internships. And the first one that I got, let's see, was it the TV or the radio? I can't remember which one came first. It was the TV, I believe. The TV one was the first internship that I did at a nice TV station here. And I was like, I don't know. Well, actually, let me back it up. After university, when they started showing me all the technical aspects of just the broadcast and working the cameras and all that, I'm like, oh, I don't quite know about that, right? But I knew that, I don't have to do everything. So that wasn't a complete turn off. So because I knew if I'm the one communicating, I don't necessarily have to learn how to work all the equipment. But that was one of the initial red flags for me. But I kept moving forward. Got the first internship, and I was like, I don't know. I was in the news meetings, and just a long story short for me on that, it was very shallow. And one thing that I've grown to really understand and appreciate about myself is that I'm authentic. I'm not able to get in front of a camera and I don't know how the news industry is in your guys' area, but here it's very, our tone changes, and we kind of make a little thing kind of like a big thing, and we really don't share a whole lot of information, and it's very framed, positioned a certain way. And I was like, I don't really know. And then even being a part of the news meetings, where I would be in the meetings with the journalists and just hearing how they really talked and how they really felt, but then to get on camera and it would just completely be different. I'm like, I can't do it. And so initially that was my first, kind of adjustment, and I'm not sure if this was for me. And then I did another internship at a radio station. So that second one confirmed, I was done at that point, and it was really hard for me to even continue it because I had already I learned that this was just not for me. And so that's the beautiful thing about getting that real world experience while you are getting your education. Even things such as this, I applaud you guys for reaching out and getting connections started while you're still working on your degree, so you can glean from people that have, got some experience, and to come back and share that, so you can really start, having more to your degree than just you're sitting in the classwork doing the studies, right? It's so much bigger than that, and it should be preparing you in a much bigger way than just your assignments. And so this is a beautiful setting to give you that advantage on really understanding what I want to do. So again, decided when I was working on that bachelor's degree that I did not want to go into journalism. And so I really had to take a step back. And I'm like, wow, okay, I have an associate's degree in journalism. I'm now finishing up my bachelor's degree in communication. At the time I was pregnant. I was expecting my second daughter. We were in the process of getting married. There was so much going on. So it was around that time I was really taking a step back to figure out, okay, what am I going to do? If this is not the field that I'm going to go in, what do I want to do? And so I thought about teaching at the elementary level, thought about a few different things. And so what I decided was to go and get a master's degree so I could go and teach speech at the community college that I graduated from. It was very clear and it was very specific. That's what I was going to get the degree for. And so I, by the grace of God, was able to do that. Got a partnership with the community college while I was still in school, worked with them, applied, maintained the connections, didn't get the position right after college. I had a semester of waiting, which was humbling. And again, it's that reminder of what I've already shared. We're not in control. Sometimes, even when you do all what you can do, you dot all your I's, you cross all your T's, God will allow the circumstances to not go your way just so you can learn you're not in control. And that was really humbling for me because, I'm calling the hiring professor. We have a good rapport. I went to the college. I had the partnership already in place with them. Why wouldn't I just get on? But I didn't. And again, that was humbling. And there's so many benefits of just not everything not going your way, because if things were to always go your way, we would be totally lacking compassion for others. And so going into, say I would have went right into teaching, first of all, it's at a community college. And so a lot of times there's so many different obstacles and struggles and experiences that people are going through. I didn't need to come right through school, 4.0 in graduate school, partnership, position lined up, and then I walk in and teach the class. No, I needed to have a little bit of a period of humility of this, me not getting what I wanted, to then go in and teach the class. And I know that that definitely allowed me to connect and just be more effective and personable with teaching the class. So again, to whom much is given, much is required. Yeah, you're going to become a professor, you're going to get the position, but not in the timing that you want. But guess what? It's going to provide you with the level of humility necessary for you to teach it effectively. And a lot of times our effectiveness is not so much on just the capability, right? There's been so many seasons that I were in that it wasn't about what I was capable of doing. It was about my character. It was about getting my mind and heart right, so I would be able to handle what it is that God was preparing me for. That was already prepared for me, right? Our destinies, the plans he has for us, it's not something that's created as we go. It's not something that we have to go out and create on our own. Think about that. We come here by no choice of our own. And God is not a happenstance God to where, like, now that you're here, well, let me see kind of what Allison's going to do. What decision is she going to make? What is she going to kind of come up with? Maybe she'll create her own. It's not left to us. The purpose, the reason why we're here, it's already there. We were created with a purpose, which is why we have the unique gifts and abilities and interests that we have. That was all done before us. We're wired with it. It's not even our parents, right? It's bigger than them. Think about that. They didn't know how we were going to look. They didn't even know if we were a girl or a boy. They were told that, right? So look at how much control is not there on our part. And so when we come here, the purpose is already there. Our job is to discover it and to hone in on those abilities that's going to make us powerhouses at what he's called us to do, and then we just walk in that. It's no competing, it's no stress, it's no strife, it's no struggle. I don't have to work to do what I'm doing now. By the grace of God. By the grace of God, I don't have to work at it. Now, yes, I've had to nurture it. I have 3 degrees in communication, so all of that helps me to nurture the gift that God already gave me. But it's not a laborious thing. I enjoy it, right? When we figure out what we're supposed to be doing, there's going to be a joy there. It's going to be a level that's just natural to us, right? Even when I was younger, that's another thing that my grandma always told me. Oh, and not just her, but everybody. Oh, you're just talking so much. You talk so much. Oh my gosh, you're just talking so fast. And it was a lot of times, as you know, a lot of times those gifts that we have can be under attack at even an early age. To where now we've been told that we talk so much, what happens? We don't even want to talk. We shut down. But see, it's not the gift, it's an attack on our gifts, where now we go into this shell and we stay there so long, we'll forget what the gifts are. We forget that we can talk. We forget that we do have ideas and things that we can contribute. That's why it's very important for us to not take in negativity. Now, again, we may get feedback and constructive things that'll help us grow. That's different. But I'm talking about just the negativity, to where you're looking at yourself or your abilities in a negative way. Don't do that. Anytime that comes, you reject that, not in a rude way, but in your heart, know that you don't receive any type of negativity that's spoken over you as it relates to your gifts, your abilities. There may be some things that are not very sharp yet, but they will get there. But if you allow the negativity of others to come in, you won't even look at it as a capability. You'll start believing what you're told. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I just talk too much. I just need to stop talking so much. Oh, this is a problem. I mean, I just keep talking. No, that talking will get you a master's in communication later on down the line. We don't know it as a little kid, but that's why, again, by the grace of God, I am what I am. And we all have that story if that's something that our eyes are open to. Okay. So that's a little bit about my story. So I went and got the master's. I do the adjunct teaching. As a community college student is when I started the blog, and we were in class. the professor asked, who in here has an online presence? Practically every hand went up except mine and maybe another girl. Okay. So the girl next to me, Janessa, what's her name? She literally emailed me a step-by-step list of how to set up a blog. See what I'm saying? We just have to walk in, and I just happen to be in this class. She's sitting right here. I'm one of the few who doesn't have a blog, and this is when blogs were really taking off. There was a time when blogs were kind of a really big deal. Everybody had a blog, but I didn't. She sat next to me. She emailed me the step-by-step list of how to set it up. I did that, and I've been blogging ever since. It's evolved. It's developed. I've had to change platforms. I've had to learn so much as I've went. And then from there, the ebooks came. And so it just really has turned into something that I would have never imagined as that community college student. So those are two of my roles. And then my final work role, I do work a lot, but to God be the glory, it does fit with my priorities. I am about priorities. And so the other work role that I'm currently doing is I'm principal secretary at our daughter's elementary school. And that really was as a result of when they were going back to school, because I got the master's when our second little daughter was born. So I was able to really work on that master's degree while I was staying at home taking care of our girls, because after her, we had one more girl. So it was just that season of staying at home. And so I was able to work on the master's degree. And so still blogging, still writing, still doing that. And then when they went to school, I knew that I was entering a new season. Now, what I was not ready to do, this goes back to priorities. I was not ready to go and do this 8 to 5 and not be there for them. And so what I knew with them going back to school, it was in my heart. I said, I want to be able to take them and pick them up from school. Okay. And so God provided a way. The secretary position at their school opened up. I applied, got that, and now here we are. So I do work in various roles, but I'm not overworked. And it's amazing how it can be. I'm active in 3 professional roles right now, but it all fits with my priorities, and I'm not stressed, and I'm not neglecting my higher priorities, which is my family, right? I'm not neglecting my family for my work. And so that's just a little bit about my story. I've shared a lot so far. I'm going to just share these 3 tips with you guys, and then I'm going to turn it over to you guys for any questions that you may have. So as it relates to rethink, rearrange, and rebirth, creating a new you, the first thing that I want to share with you, number 1, is to step away. Step away. Step away from the masses. Step away from the crowd. Take a step away so you can really deal with you. So often we go through life personally. It wasn't until I was in my 20s that I really got to know myself. Because we just go through life, we just kind of do things, we stay on the surface, we're going through the motions. Our relationships are just based on the things that we do alike. So we get together because we both are doing this at a time and we do that together, but there's really no depth there. And so one of the things that really contributed to just my growth all the way around, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, academically, everything, just as a person, me being able to step away. And stepping away from the crowd, it takes, you're vulnerable. You go through seasons of feeling like you're alone, you're different, sometimes it can turn into rejection. That was another big thing that I really had to walk through. But stepping away really gives you that space to deal with you. You get clear on what you're really after. Who are you? Like, not your degrees, not what you're after, but just who are you as a person? And God has a way of going down. And in that space of stepping away, that's when you start to get clear on who you are and what his plans are for you. Because without that, it's easy to come up with a goal. It's easy to come up with, this is what I want. Anybody can come up with, this is my dream, right? We can do that, but you want to make sure that your dream and what you're after is really in alignment with who you are and what the plans that God has for you. And stepping away gives you that space. And it's very important to take the time to get that clarity, because whatever dream you're after, you're going to have to work for it, and you're going to have some unexpected roadblocks along the way. And when it's your thing, it's your purpose that you're working after, that's what's going to give you that perseverance to keep going forward despite the opposition. And if it's not your thing, that's how you'll fall off. That's how you'll get so discouraged and I don't know if this is for me. I don't really know and all that. And you still will have those moments even when you're pursuing your purpose, but it's different. It's much, much different when you take the time to get that clarity, pray, reflect, write, take the time to deal with you. Focus on you as a project. Your schooling is one thing, the other areas of our life, or maybe other areas, but focus on your own self as a project. And I'll be honest with you, your own self is your biggest obstacle. I don't care about your degree, this or that. If you don't get yourself together, you will hold yourself back with a degree. Okay? Your state of mind, your relational abilities, your thought patterns. You can go and get however many degrees you want to get, but if you don't get yourself together internally, spiritually, mentally, then you're just going to be fighting yourself. And really, a lot of times you'll fight others thinking that they're the problem when really it's not. It's you and how you're responding to them. We all have difficult situations. We all have people that come against us, that trap for us, and want to see us fail. Everybody has it. But you can't go through life giving those things energy, fighting those battles, lest you won't have energy to do the things that you really need to be doing that's going to move you forward. So step one, take time to step away, get clear, pray, get quiet, reflect, write, come up with your vision board, all of this stemming from what's on the inside of you. Okay. Secondly, once you move through that stage, start working. And I'm going to be honest with you, college prepares you for the work that's going to be necessary for you to live well in life. I didn't realize that the late nights in college was just preparing me for the late nights that were going to come through life, through the projects on the blog, building the blog, moving forward on that, writing. Your life is just going to be full of projects if you're going to progress. It's going to be continual projects that you're going to have that initiative after college to work on to move you forward. College is great because it gives you forced deadlines. And really, what's the deadline? The deadline is just the time that the professors say, have this in. It's not something that it's arbitrary. It's like they decided this is when I want you to turn it in. And so you turn it in at that time. But it's not like a magic day that this particular paper just needs to be done. It's just the day that they decided this is when it needs to be done. So you have to adhere to that in order to succeed and pass the class. Life is similar. You will likely start setting yourself deadlines, because if you don't, then things won't get done. Okay. So once you move from that step away stage, the second stage is to start working. This is where you're going to have to start narrowing in on what you need to be doing. You're going to have to learn how to stay focused. You're going to have to learn discipline. You're going to have to learn to spot distractions for what they are. Distractions will never come at you with a label on it saying distraction. No, it's not. It's going to come masked by your family members, by a friend, by this situation, by this difficulty, by this hardship. Sometimes just even hardships in your life, you know what? If it comes, okay, maybe it's a financial situation. This is what it is. This is what I can't do. This is what's owed. This is whatever. Do what you can do. And then don't let that consume you. Because when you do that, now you're distracted by that. If you can't pay whatever the thing is right there, don't walk around letting that consume you and weigh you down and distract you. No, this is the reality of it. Now, what can I do? Right? So when you go into that working stage, you stay focused on what can I do? What is my response to that? Do I need to focus on earning more? Do I need to see about setting up an arrangement? Do I need to make sure that this is legit? What is it that I need to do? Do I need to make sure that I'm just going hard at school so I can get this degree? What is it? But you want to make sure that you're learning how to respond to distractions to where you're not letting the distractions overtake you, get you all wound up, and now you can't even do the things that you need to do that's going to move you forward. Okay? And that's a big one. That is a very, very big one. So many things in life are not what they appear. So when you go into that working stage, you're going to have to learn how to spot distractions, pray for wisdom and discernment. You're going to have to be able to stay diligent, and you're going to have to be able to adjust. That's another big one. Again, we're not in control. Your life journey, your journey to success, whatever success means to you, it's not going to be linear. It's not going to just be your start out and then bam, everything just falls out and wow, you're just living it. No, you're going to have to work at it. You're going to have to stay diligent, and you're going to have to be able to adjust. What do I mean? Say that you are an entrepreneur or whatever the case may be, and you're working, you're not getting results. Well, you don't quit, but you adjust. Okay, why am I not getting results? What's going on? What do I need to do differently? Why am I maybe I'm staying stuck at doing it a certain way to get there when I need to adjust my methods. So business life, it's all about being able to make adjustments so you can see, oh, this is working. So when you are not getting the results that you're wanting, don't automatically go to, well, I'm a failure, or this business was not a good idea, or I can't do this. We were recently at a college tour a couple of weeks ago, and our oldest, she's a senior, and the guy, he was so marvelous what he said. And so he was talking to us because his daughter went to the university, and she came home and she was crying to him about how hard it was. And she said, this is just not for me. And he said, so this isn't for you because it's hard? Adjust your mindset. If you're doing a great thing or a big thing, or you're changing things and you're going into something that really matters, it's going to be hard. But don't let yourself tell you, this is hard, I can't do this. No, this is hard. Who can help me? This is hard. Why is it hard for me? Right? And he said, we're not paying for easy. If we were paying for easy, we would just go to Wikipedia. No, when you go to a university, you go and get a degree. The universities that have high placement rates are those that the companies know they've been prepared at that school. And preparing students at the school means what? They've been challenged. You can't just walk. If you go to a university and it's just a breeze for you, you're walking through the park, you're just doing what you already know. And that's not what you want. You want to walk in there like, whoa, what? What is that? What? I don't understand. Now you're getting somewhere. Now you're growing. Now you're being exposed to something that you don't already know, and it's going to challenge you, and it's going to change you for the better. Okay. So tip one, step away. Tip two, start working. And then three, lastly, I'm going to leave you with this. Stay true. Okay. Stay true to what you know that God is calling you to do. Stay true to yourself. Be authentic. Yes, you'll learn from other people. You'll be inspired from other people, but don't try to be them. Don't try to duplicate what they do. For me, early on in my journey, when I was really going through some massive changes just on my identity, my appearance, and just even how I wanted to present myself, because there was huge times where the Lord was after me just on my dress. I mean, there were different seasons where I would just have trash bags full of clothes. Can't wear that no more. You don't dress like that no more. That's not you no more. That's not acceptable anymore. And during that time, the two people that I really looked up to, because I'm like, well, I need some help. How am I supposed to dress? If I'm not wearing this stuff no more, this is too short. Well, how am I supposed to dress? And the two people for me during that season was Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama. Loved Michelle, her style, her class, her grace. I'm like, okay, I can do that. Let me kind of get some tips there. Let me get a little cardigans on. You know what I mean? And so, you know, as you're going through, there's going to be times where you'll have to be able to make those adjustments. Definitely be inspired by people, but don't try to be them. So even though I was getting tips from, you know, their attire in this particular example, that was the main thing, but I wasn't in my mind thinking, oh, I want to be Michelle Obama. No, because I can appreciate her. Her journey is not my journey. You know, I appreciate who she is and just what she's accomplished and that, and I can learn from her, but I don't want to be her, right? Don't ever allow your inspiration to where you're trying to mimic and just be someone else. Stay true to who you are. Stay true to your motives. Stay in tune with your heart. Out of your heart flow the issues of life. The issues of life is not everything that's going on around us. There's always going to be things that go on around us, but stay true to your heart, because that's where the issues are at. If a situation comes up, say that me and Allison, see her here, me and Allison, we encounter the same situation, right? There's a situation comes in, she responds in a very calm way. I respond in an angry outburst way. So the issue is not the life. The issue is our heart and how we responded to that issue, right? So for me, that revealed you got some issues with anger. And she doesn't, because she just experienced the same exact situation, but she shook it off. No big deal. She's still doing her homework. And here I am pacing around the floor, going off. How could they? So it's just an example. It's not about what happens. It's what that situation is triggering in you. And so as you're staying true, stay true to your heart, stay true to your motives. Don't become, again, I know you're marketers, and I get that, just your focus, business, selling, money, economics, all that good stuff. But don't allow the money to be your driving factor, or else you'll find that the means to get to that end, which is the money, you'll find yourself doing some things that may not be in the best interest of others. So stay true to your motives, stay true to your heart, get to a place where you're others focused, meaning you're not going into things thinking about yourself all the time. You're not going into situations always with this, well, what can I get out of it? What is it going to do for me? Is this one big payoff? Are they going to become a client? People sense that. You come off, you're not able to truly focus on serving others, because really in the back of your mind, you're thinking about yourself. And you don't want to go through life with a selfish way of moving, or even a selfish way of working or serving. You really want to go into it to where you're staying true to yourself, staying true to your heart, but getting to where you're focused on serving others. And I'll leave you with a quote that really is one of my life philosophies. It's by Albert Einstein. Strive not to be a success, but strive to be of value. And that is really what we want to aim towards. So thank you guys so much for having me. I know that was a lot. I hope that you got the inspiration that you need to grab a hold of and apply immediately. Because again, we can sit and be inspired, but if we don't do anything with it, we're just going to go back to just our normal routines. And so I thank you all for having me, and I'm available for any questions that you guys may have.
Thank you so much, Miss Woodward. I am sure we all got a lot of lessons from what you were saying, and I'm sure we all wrote down a lot, haven't you, Nayoka?
Girl, I have my notes right here. I have everything
Right.
written down. I have my notes.
I'm seeing in the comment where someone is asking, but how do you step away when your parents want you on the path that you're on? So I'm assuming the path that they're on, they want to step away, but their parent doesn't want that.
That's a tough one. Definitely the age of the person is will be a big deal. I do believe that a lot of times parents live through their kids, and there can be these as parents, and I'm a parent, right? And so sometimes it's just, okay, well, I didn't do this, or I wanted to do this, so I want to push you down that path. Or maybe we came from so much poverty that I just want to push you down the path of money because I don't want you to struggle. And so a lot of times the motive there, I believe that parents, for the most part, they want the best for their kids. And so if you do feel those pressures, stepping away, the first part of stepping away doesn't have to be life transformational, right? So you can step away even while maybe you're still doing the studies in college that they want you to do, but outside of that, you're really pressing in prayer, you're really seeking clarity, you're really going within to really get clear on what am I here for? Right. And so you really go in to get that clarity, and it doesn't have to be you're making life change now. And so that's the first thing that I would say. And then secondly, conversations, tough conversations, I'm sure. And then thirdly, and I say this with humility because every situation is different. And so I would never want to encourage someone to just go and do this, because everybody's journey is different. And so in my case, I had more flexibility in making those adjustments because I wasn't raised by my mother and father. But I do believe that even, and this is what I'll say to someone that is, and maybe they're struggling with that, I believe that God will give the grace to make those adjustments in a gracious way. Lastly, sometimes there does come a time when there will have to be tough decisions made, because I do also feel like we all are here to live our life. And I say that humbly because there can be a wrong way to go about the right thing. So I don't want to pump anybody up to go to their parents and say, you know what, I'm done with this, right? No, So there's patience, there's grace, there's led by the Lord, getting that clarity before that conversation takes place. And then, yes, ultimately, I do believe that we all have to get that peace with God, to go inward to see why he has us here, and then moving forward in that. And I believe that every single one of us, the plans that God has for us, it will oftentimes be under attack. That's why getting that clarity is so important, because the plans that God has for us, a lot of times we have to take the time to discover it, but then also a lot of times other people may not understand it. And it may take the time of you actually walking it out for them to finally see, you know what? Wow, I'm so sorry. I was not trying to hold you back from that. I didn't know. I was so afraid. I just wanted the best for you, and I didn't know how it was going to work out. Fear, right? And so those are just some tips to handle those things graciously.
Thank you so much for your response. I am sure they do understand more and appreciate it. We have another one here. Have you ever had to rethink some decisions but lose out on opportunity?
Yeah. During the time whenever I was staying at home, so I finished up with my master's, and this was the time, it's just kind of really piggybacks on the previous question. This was the time that I really began to understand that my gift was under attack. So my purpose, my ability to communicate was under attack. And so during that time, an opportunity came to me to get into the financial insurance industry. And so I was staying at home. It was someone that I had known for a while, and the opportunity would present itself from time to time. And so I went for it, only to, once I got in it, and it provided money. It did. You know, I made money. I didn't lose anything from a financial standpoint, and I gained finances. I gained professional experience. I grew in so many ways from that role. But I knew that long term, that's not what God was calling me to, right? They were building their agency, and me having the ability to communicate would assist them with their goals. And not just that, it would help me financially as well. But I knew that's not what I was called to. And so I decided to step away, just surrendered my license, was not worried about any type of recurring revenue that would come later. Because once you get a client, if they stay with you, then you still get revenue. I didn't care about any of that, because I was thinking about the long term, and I had enough clarity to know that that was not my long term. And then another thing that helped made it easy, culture. Again, I'm an authentic person, and that I value. That's one of my values. That's another thing. When you go into your step away season, start to get clarity on what really, really matters to you. What are your values? What are your principles? And they don't have to be everyone else's, but they're yours. And when you have clarity on what your values and principles are, for me, I can't do a lot of the superficial, the fake, lying, deceit. I'm not going to subject myself to those type of environments, because that's just not a fit, right? And so that was a decision that I had to make, a step away, leave the money, leaving the license, which I worked hard to gain, but it didn't fit with me long term. And so I was able to make that decision. Having your priorities in place will really assist you with making those decisions that can sometimes be tough, that can seem like you're missing out in the moment, but we're not living for the moment. We're thinking long term.
Thank you, definitely. I must say that your presentation here was awesome, and I want to take this time out to officially thank you for taking the time out to speak with us and to remind us that we don't always have to be in control, because we have God who is in control and He will guide us. So, I want to present you with a certificate of hold on, it's supposed to be on screen now. I wanted you to see it, but we are presenting you with this certificate to express our appreciation for you to take the time out to remind us, especially now in the exam season. We should just calm down and prepare and leave it all up to God. So I want to thank you once more for being here, and we truly appreciate you.
Oh, well, I do appreciate that, Alice, and I appreciate all of you guys for just being so gracious and attentive. And thank you again for the invite. I truly enjoyed it. I connected with Cheyenne on LinkedIn. And so I'm not sure if you guys are on there. I'm not very active on LinkedIn, which I think that's where you guys are. Or I'm not very active on Instagram, which I think you guys may be there. But stay connected. If there's anything further that I can do to serve, any other questions, connect with me on LinkedIn, Margot Woodward, or visit my website, margotwoodward.com. Stay connected there, where I send out weekly inspiring emails that will just assist you with staying true to the purpose that God has for you. So thank you guys again. This was a pleasure, and I really appreciated being here with you all.
Thank you. And the certificate of
Thank you so much.
appreciation will be emailed to you. So
That'll
thank
work.
you once again.
Alrighty.
Thank
you guys so much.
Have
No
a great
problem.
day.
Thank you so much, Naoki. Y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Nayoko, I'm sure you took some of those
I
wonderful
did,
things.
especially the one that said to spot distractions. Sometimes the distraction don't come to you with the sign that says, "Oh,
Right.
I'm a distraction."
Cause
And
you
I
know,
get
sometimes
distracted
you're just there doing the work, and then somebody might just message you and say, "Oh, Nayoko, remember." You know, you're in the conversation. It doesn't present itself as a
True.
bold distraction, but it is a distraction.
Even when I want Instagram message coming notification, you click on that.
Right?
The next, oh, that's you on Instagram going up, going down.
And then
Girl,
you completely
distraction.
forgot about what you were doing.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, but I must say that was really great, and
It is.
it's
Today was so good. Today was a
definitely.
good day. I'm so sad that this is our last meeting for the semester.
But I mean, it won't be our last time together. Seeing that Cheyenne will be sponsoring.
Yes, Starbucks. Cheyenne, it's not Starbucks, you know. Cheyenne's a Starbucks.
As someone who
Play
Cheyenne, as someone who
play
Cheyenne
with.
feel way,
She's
as someone who,
playing.
but I must
If
say
you
it
guys
was
have
great.
Starbucks sponsor.
Yes, it was definitely a great meeting. And it is officially 4:52, and the meeting has been adjourned. Thank you all for coming out, and we do appreciate you. And don't forget, even though this is our last meeting, we will also interact in the members group. So come over, and I hope you guys
Yeah,
signed the
exactly.
register.
And guys, talk to us when we talk to you in the chat. You guys aren't
Are you
communicating
shy?
with us.
We don't
I
beg.
don't know for free that we know we're not doing nothing at all. That's so nice people. But guys, thank you all for coming out each Thursday. And we'll definitely have more meetings as the academic year goes on. More excitement, a lot of information, new speakers every week with the gems. Definitely. No question. And guys, don't forget roadblock. I don't know if Alice is going to block out the road today or what.
If y'all want
But
to see me
remember,
back up
roadblock
the
is
road, just
today.
ensure you come out.
Ensure it goes Thursday, November 24th. That is today, guys. Go and go look on the clothes now. Whenever you when the man named Derek run out, no. And go and go look on the clothes them.
Definitely. Ensure that you are at
Why
roadblock,
is
guys.
Alice
I mean,
Happy New
it's
Year?
right before exams, so you know before the stress comes on. It's the stress,
Exactly.
and it's Thursday. I mean,
So Tammy slightly chat slowly I follow Candice, you know. Tammy said Merry Christmas. Then the Alison she and Happy New Year. I cannot bother.
I cannot with Candice at this point. I cannot.
I give up.
But
Guys,
bye, guys.
thank you. Bye, Alison. Bye, everyone.